Hello and welcome to Greetingstar. I'm so glad you could join me today. I have another card for you today that I made using supplies from the July 2021 card kit of the month from Spellbinders called Damask Daydream. And the card I'll be using today is a 4 1/4 by 5 1/2. That's just an A2 size card that does come in the kit along with these pattern papers. Now I used this die here. This did not come in the kit. This is an Avery L dotted borders die. And I use that to cut the edge there, and you can see it also puts in those cute little dots. Now if you don't like those dots, you can certainly trim the other side of it off and just use the other side, so it's up to you. And then I also use this word birthday, this stamp. It's a Hero Arts butterfly pear stamp and cut. So I did use some supplies that didn't come in the kit to make this card, but these items here all came in the kit. So I'm going to take this beautiful pattern paper here. This beautiful gold foiling is just wonderful. I love it. And I'm going to cut this at 4 and then 5 1/4. And so that's going to leave that 1/4 inch border all the way around. Then I'm going to trim off this beautiful little zigzag here. And I love that. I really like those dots, and I like the fact that it's kind of thin. But if you don't, you can trim off the other side, and that will just give you the zigzag. Now I trimmed this a little bit thicker than the other one, and I was just testing to see what I liked. And in the end, I go with a thin one because I think that that's prettier. I just like the thin one better. So I'm laying my card out, trying to decide how I want everything to be and how I want everything to look. I'm going to go ahead and put the pattern paper down first, so I can get a better idea. There we go. And then I'm going to use some liquid adhesive to put that strip on because it's kind of thin and it's difficult to apply that double-sided tape adhesive to thin pieces of border paper. So I'm just putting that on my card, and I'll trim it down, and then I'm going to attach everything else. Now I do change the arrangement that I had that you saw a moment ago. I go ahead and change the balloons. I put the big one first and the little one behind it on the right. I like that better. And I'm just going to use some of my scrapbook adhesives to do that. You can see I was playing around a little bit there trying to decide what I wanted. So these are really fun and easy cards that anyone can do because they're very you know, you have all the pieces already there in the kit for you, and that makes it really nice. Everything coordinates, so you don't have to do a whole lot of thinking. You just have to match up what elements you like for the card. So I'm going to go ahead and do some heat embossing. This is some gold embossing powder that I purchased separately from the kit a long time ago. I've had it for forever. I bought it, I think, at Joann's, and it just came in a kit of several different colors. I think it's a Hampton Arts. So I'm using this Versamark embossing powder to stamp the word birthday on my card. And I don't know if you noticed or not, but I used my anti-static powder tool so that way the embossing powder doesn't stick anywhere than where I want it on the card. So I'm just going to use this heat tool. I want to let it get nice and hot before I try to use it on the card because that card base is kind of thin, so it does buckle a little bit, but you can just shape it right back up by giving it a little bit of a bend. And then this word happy, it has some adhesive on the back of it, but it wasn't very sticky, which I'm glad because I needed to remove it to do the heat embossing. So I'm just going to use some liquid adhesive to make sure that it adheres properly to the front of my card. And then I'll be all done with this card. And of course, you're free to decorate the inside of the card. I did not do that with this card, but I did want to show it to you guys. This is probably the last card I'll make out of this kit. So if you like the video, give me a thumbs up, and don't forget to subscribe if you want to see more of my videos, and have a wonderful day. Bye-bye.